me a favor, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to this channel. More stuff is on the way. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for viewing this. This is, I just want to put you on to a passion of mine. I mean, can you look around? Can you guess what that is? Could you? Maybe you can. I'm in the cars. I'm in the cars too, but this is just everything for me. I am what they call a plant daddy, I guess now, right? Let me show you what I got. I want to at least show you in my first video the plants that I actually own, and then we'll talk, you know, later on about wish list plants and just variegated plants, you know, just the things that I want. But starting off from the beginning, this is my Sansevieria whalefin. I got this about maybe 8 months ago or so. It's a slow grower, doesn't need that much light, so that's why it's the furthest plant away from the windows. And I have over here, and you'll see this a lot, a bunch of different Aglaonemas. This is my Aglaonema Sparkling Sarah. Beautiful, right? Look at the foliage, the pink and green leaves. I mean, that's just incredible. She's beautiful. And believe it or not, I named every single one of these plants. This is a cut-in from my vanilla vine orchid. It kind of fell out the pot. So I said, okay, well, let me just stick it in some water. And then over here, I have another Aglaonema. This is an Aglaonema Spring Snow, or Snow Spring. Beautiful plant. It was on its last legs when I first bought it, but now, you know, she's thriving. And then I have the first philodendron out of a series of philodendrons. This is a green princess. This thing I've had for almost 3 years now. Looking good, always new growth coming. Beautiful plant. And then this here is a philodendron Macaulay's Finale. This thing here is gorgeous. I mean, I very rarely have to shine him up. Beautiful plant. And then right behind is a philodendron Moonlight. So again, this is another plant here that I continually get new growth from. Never seems to disappoint. And staying in the philodendron family, this is a philodendron Black Cardinal Caramel. It's a baby, but beautiful leaves. I can't wait until it grows up. And right next to it, you'll see the mama plant in a second. This is a Pothos Pearls and Jade. Okay, so I took a cut-in from it. It was my first cut-in that I took from a plant. You know, I'm 3 years in the game, so I'm just now beginning to cut and propagate. And right below that is my Aglaonema Pink Dots. This is a beauty here, and it's happy. Look at this. I got a little bloom coming. I'll probably cut that off, but love that plant. Slow grower, but it'll grow. At least he's happy. And then up here I have a Mandula Pothos. This is one of my favorite Pothos. A buddy of mine, Grow Folks, was able to find it and pick it up for me, and just can't wait into this thing. I haven't decided whether or not I was going to let it trail or if I was going to grow it up, so I'm still thinking about that. And then this here, this was a rescue. I got this for you know, from Plant Keeper, and what I love was this white leaf, this all white leaf that seems to still be kicking it. This is a philodendron White Knight, okay, but look at this leaf here. I mean, come on, how beautiful is that? Right below, another philodendron, a Squamiferum. I love the fuzziness of the stems. I mean, look at this. Beautiful, beautiful. And I got a new growth coming, whoop, whoop. And then right below that guy is a philodendron Summer Glory. This one is gorgeous. I mean, I have always loved the Summer Glory, and so glad I added this one into my collection. I have new growth here. Can't wait for that leaf to get bigger and harden up so that it looks like the others. And then right below that, I have a Dracaena Hurricane or Tornado. I've had some issues with this plant, and you know, when I start doing the individual plant talks, I'm going to talk a lot about this one. Love it. Love how like different this plant is, right? Very different. And then moving up here, I have this is the mother plant of the Pothos Pearls and Jade slow grow. I've had this one for a number of years, but I'm finally getting a trail from it. Look at that, you know, finally letting her hair down. And then right next to it is a Pothos Silver Streak. Trying to get this one to grow up, but you know, it's all over the place. I mean, she is wild. And her sister, the Golden Pothos, right here, wild bunch. Trying to get it to grow up, but they got other plans, right? They're gonna do whatever the hell they wanna do. And right next to that is my Pink Princess. I mean, I was really lucky enough to find this one here. My friend Garen, that plant keeper, put this one to the side for me, and I'm so happy he did. Look at those leaves. I mean, look at that. I mean, you just don't find variegation like that in a Pink Princess often. I'm trying to get this one to grow up so I can get some nice big leaves from it. And then here we have a Syngonium albo. Variegation is okay here, but I am getting some new growth, you know, so it's happy. And then next to it is my Marble Queen. This is my Pothos Marble Queen. Got this right by the window so that I can get some awesome variegation from the leaves. She's a beauty. Like I said, I name all these plants, so when I do these individual plant videos, you will get their names for sure. Right by the window, I have a Aglaonema, very red. Kind of reminds me a lot of a poinsettia, but with a lot more class. No, I'm just joking. But this one is classy for sure. And then next to that is my Global Green Pothos. Trailing already. This was another plant that I was looking for, and my buddy Growfolds was able to pick that one up for me as well. And then I have my Ficus Burgundy. And you know, this one is one of my first plants that I've ever had. It is just amazing to see the dark foliage of the leaf, and this thing is going to get big. I'm telling you, these plants one day, they're going to kick me out of this apartment. I'm going to have to find something a little bit bigger for them, because when I show you who's next, you're going to be like, wow. All right, so it's a little dark here. I guess it's the background of the light, but this is my Philodendron Brazil. And when I tell you that this Brazil was a bob, like a short bob when I first got it, and now again, this is another one that's finally letting her hair down. She got extensions, you know what I mean? So she's starting to trail, looking nice and beautiful. And this is the mother plant of that vanilla orchid vine that I took earlier. As you can see, I live by a train, so please ignore that. But this is the vanilla orchid vine, and then right below them is my Aglaonema ruby, Chinese ruby. This thing was really small when I got in. In fact, this is one of the first plants that I ever bought that got me into this collection, that got me into collecting plants about 3 years ago. So this is one of my first plants, and look at that. Just look at the leaves. Again, this is another plant that I really have to shine up. I mean, you know, I wipe it down, but outside of that, this queen keeps her shine. And I got some baby bromeliads back there. I'll show you the mother in a minute, but those are the pups. Those were 2 pups that I got from that mother plant, and she actually produced some more. But let me just zoom back just a little bit so you can take it all in. That is my Birds of Paradise. She is out of control, like literally out of control. She just is living her own life, and when I introduce you to her and her name, I think y'all are gonna laugh. But she deserves this name. She is just a beauty. She is almost 7 feet tall now. And in fact, when I first got her, she can fit in the back seat of my Honda. So that just goes to show how fast she has grown. So right below is that Bromeliad, right? Remember I said that the pups are right there. I'm not sure if you can see it, but this was the mother plant, and she actually produced 2 more pups. So I will show you that in another video. She's already bloomed, so you know what that means. But right next to her is my Anthurium King Vietchii. Love the leaves on this one. This thing is going to get big. So again, this is another plant that is going to definitely make me have to move. And behind that is my Alocasia Regal Shield. Now, this one, when I first got this about, 2.5 years ago, I lost every single leaf, And the winter was rough on this plant. It went into dormancy. This winter, it didn't do that. And as a matter of fact, I know what the trick is, and I'll tell you that in another video. Right by the humidifier is my Alocasia cuprea. Love this plant. It's a little small on the Alocasia side of things, but nevertheless a beauty. And right next to that is my Alocasia watsoniana. I think that's how you pronounce it. Looking a little droopy, but this one has been giving me some problems lately. I'm not sure what it is yet, but I'll figure it out. And behind that is a cutting from my Syngonium boutique. You'll see the mother plant on my table pretty soon, but this is a cutting and it's doing pretty good. I actually got a new leaf coming from it as well. And behind that is my Alocasia poly. I'm trying to get as much light as she can. And then here I have what is this? This is a golden bone. I think this is an Anthurium. And it's a golden bone. Got a couple of new leaves coming up and one that's actually maturing now, getting this color right here. But love that leaf and love this plant. This is Bone Thug, so just a little hint on what that name is. Yeah, that's it. That's Bone Thugs right there. And this is my Philodendron Bilietiae. Love this plant. This was always a wish list plant of mine. The variegated version is another one, but because of the grow lights, you can see she's growing all over the place. So, you know, when I get a new space, hopefully her leaves will even out, but she needs light. And right next to that is a Dracaena marginata. Love this plant. This is Spike right here. And Spike, you know, looked better in the greenhouse, but he's not doing too bad now. Ended up overwatering him and he just let all that water out through his leaves. They don't require that much water at all, folks. I mean, like, such an easy plant and I overthought it. So I won't do that to him anymore. I promise you that. And then here's the mother plant of the Syngonium boutique. Love this plant here. Syngoniums, I'm really starting to get into it and it's responding very well to me. Here's some new growth coming. I can't wait for that new leaf to begin to grow and unfurl. But this is the mother plant to that Syngonium cutting that I had on the floor. This plant was, you know, it's on a trellis and it grew beyond the trellis. Like, it was huge. So I ended up having to cut it down or else it was gonna snap off. So either way it was gonna go, right? But there it is. And this here is my Bromeliad. This is another Bromeliad. I got this under a grow light. I'm not sure why, but I'm just trying to give it the proper conditions so that the pups could bloom. The mother plant bloomed when I purchased her a few years ago, and I got like maybe 3 or 4 or 5 pups now. It's nice and full. I guess it likes it like that. And you know, just hoping that these little pups bloom and I can get some beautiful flowers that come from it. And yeah, this is my bromeliad. So continuing the tour, this is my ZZ Raven. A little dusty, but this beauty here, I mean, look at the dark leaves. This baby is incredible. Grown wild, I was contemplating whether or not to pen them up, you know, get him growing, you know, straight, but I'm gonna let him do his thing, you know. I love it. Dark foliage, always a fan of that, just like in my Ficus burgundy. But yeah, this one's amazing. And then of course, you know, the Tycon, right? Like literally one of my favorite plants. Look at the fenestrations on the leaves. I finally was able to get a little middle one. Look at that. But yeah, this one is a bad one, you know. This one is named Pinhão, from one of my favorite places in Portugal, because I actually got this plant around the time that I went there. But yeah, that is my Tycon, my Monstera Tycon. And then right next to that is my Zulu snake plant. So this guy right here, I probably had a few stalks, a few leaves from him when I first purchased him, and he's finally living his life and literally doing his thing, growing nice and full. And yeah, another one that I love. Had him for about 2.5 years now. Here is my Ficus lyrata, my fiddly fig, or figgy exalia. Very finicky plant. I mean, just look at this leaf here, you know, like I really can't call it not overwatering it, because look, it's pushing out new growth, you know. So I really don't know exactly what she wants sometimes, but she seems happy, she seems pissed off sometimes too at the same time. So I don't know, it sounds like an Aquarius to me. And right next to her is my Ficus Taniki. Now this thing here is a beauty and needs a lot of light. So as you can see, all of my Ficus are right by the window. You know, this Ficus Taniki, I've learned my lesson the hard way, and put him right by the window, and he is rewarding me. So until I get a patio, which I had before, you know, this will have to do. But he's living his best life now, and I'm here for it. Right next to it is my Ficus Audrey. This is another one who, if it wasn't getting the proper light, was dropping leaves like crazy. I actually repotted it because the soil was just really hard, and you know, you couldn't poke a hole through it. So once I repotted it into some new soil, and you know, it's on a regular watering schedule, doing way better. And plus, of course, right by the window. And then to finish off, well, I think I have one more in this room, and I always forget it. And I know that, you know, when I introduce you to her, she's gonna be pissed off as always, because I always forget to introduce her. But this here is my Sansevieria. I forgot the name of this one. When I do a single video, I'll definitely bring it up. But I actually repotted this plant. This was the first plant I repotted, and I did a horrible job. Can you tell? I mean, she is all over the place. Her leaves are all over the place, and she's not standing straight like I wanted her to. So I will be repotting her pretty soon in a smaller pot, as a matter of fact, as well. So she does not require that much water at all. Like I probably watered her 6 weeks or 8 weeks ago. Yeah, she's not thirsty. So this is my Aglaonema Maria. This is the one who I always be forgetting. And I know she's like, bitch, you love Ag so much. How come you forget me? I know, I'm so sorry. But she is living her best life. She has a new leaf that's about to unfurl. She doesn't need that much light, so she's, you know, the furthest plant away from the light. But I love her. I mean, her foliage is beautiful. The dark green on light green is just amazing to me. And yeah, she's living her best life. This is my Aglaonema Maria. on trap. And ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, I mean, this is just my piece, you know, like literally. I come in here and it's just so tranquil and peaceful. Takes me away from the day, and you know, it's just a beautiful hobby to get into. As you can see, I have a plant video on. My buddy Growfos is that plant keeper. And there's the Dracaena tornado. That's what it's supposed to look like. You know what I mean? We'll get into it. But anyway, this is my passion, you guys. Love it. Oh, wait. Two, I forgot. This is my Philodendron Prince of Orange right here. And this here is my watermelon peperomia. How could I forget these two, right? But yeah, that's it, guys. This is my plant collection. We're gonna get into it a little bit later. Thank you for joining. I'll see you soon. Bye.